The tea is nice. The stock market is not. Okay. Welcome to Trading Day, the 4th of May, 2020. This is Ikkura Race to 100K, and we're going to see how we did yesterday. Let's say,
I don't even know what that is anymore.
yeah, I'm going to say for me, it's a race to 1K. So
Thank you for having me on the show, Z.
always a pleasure. You know, there's lots of choice, but I continue to choose you and myself. Thank you for choosing me to be on this show with you.
My pleasure. Did you have a good weekend?
The weekend was great. I didn't have to think about stock trading, and that's why it was great.
My turn to go. I'm wearing a white t-shirt today with a patch of red, symbolizing how I think my net worth fared last night. I believe on Friday, my net worth was around like just 4.0 or 4.1 the last we checked. I'm anticipating 4.5.
Okay.
Let's open it.
So Zoom had a pretty good Monday.
Well, I mean, it started off really low, really down, and then it seems to have come back. I looked at the stock prices this morning.
Oh, wow.
So,
okay.
I mean, a lot, wait, unless I'm looking at the wrong thing, I think a lot of it ended up green.
Yes.
I haven't looked at my portfolio yet, but I was just looking at the general share prices. Opening up. Oh,
no.
man, I guess I was overly optimistic. Ugh, so annoying, man. Anyway, I'm at 4.1.
So no increase, not really.
Barely, yeah. My Alibaba is continuing to bleed. Very friendly. Yeah, JD, ConocoPhillips, Walmart, all are okay. Not too much change. Zoom did nicely, but it's ridiculous. All my losses came from my damn SPY puts. Because SPY went up. Annoying.
Yeah.
What the hell? Anyway, so yeah, 4.1. There I am.
That is annoying.
Shows you this is what happens when you play both sides, huh?
It's true. It's easy to play both sides if there's huge swings, because then you can you'll win on one of them in an outsized way. But when it just kind of doesn't move much, you don't get to win on either.
Yeah. Yeah. Show me. What about you?
Well, I'm wearing something symbolizing being on an ocean because I am in very choppy waters. I made some moves yesterday, and most of that was to sell. So I think that I am just above $100. I think I'm going to be at like $110 or so. Let's see where I'm at. Oh man, it just kills me. I am at, I'm exactly on the money, $110.62. So that was still a massive drop for me. I went down 21% in a single day. Just yesterday though, I did make some like good moves based upon where the market went. I tried to sell everything. So as SPY went down in the morning, I sold all of my puts on SPY.
Okay.
And
all right, good.
I'm not like making money on them at all. I'm selling them for huge losses, but I sold them at the best time for yesterday. And then I put in limit sell orders for my calls, and most of those sold. So now I'm left with 2 calls that didn't sell for whatever reason because my price was too high, even though I was setting it, I think, very reasonable. Those 2 didn't sell. 2 SPY calls didn't sell, and my Uber call didn't sell. So I'm only left with these 3 positions, which are a total of about $40. And then the rest is cash, which is $75 in cash.
That must feel good to have some cash.
Yeah, I was actually hoping to have $100 in cash by the end of the day, but because those didn't sell, I'm just holding them. Really frustrating day. I wanted to get cash so that I could take a breather and then rebuy like 1 position and write it out. So that's where I'm at. I don't have anything else for yesterday. I am not able to do much, of course.
What an interesting day, I have to say. Yeah, I guess it's just really tough, huh? One thing I was trying to do yesterday was I was trying to sell my short put on space. And
Okay.
I thought you couldn't, but apparently you can.
Really? How?
Did you know that? So yeah, so apparently you just closed the position. So you
Oh,
sold
right.
one,
Yeah.
and then you
So
just buy one to offset.
got it. Or okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, but I was so worried that I was like locked in forever, right? But
Right.
like actually no, because I rather just have puts on space than have this having sold a put.
Right.
So fortunately, I did not sell when I was thinking of selling, but I am going to probably buy the put. I want to buy the put if there's a bit of a sort of a rise. Yesterday, space was down almost 10%
Wow.
when I was thinking of selling it. Yeah, it was really really scary.
How much further
And
does it
then
need to drop in order for you to be obligated to execute that?
let's see what it is right now. Space is 1668. My put's at 14. So what is that? 2 divided by 16, 1 8, 12%. Not that much actually. The way space is going up and down, it could easily go down there.
Right. So on a green day, you want to exit the position.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yes, sir. That's all I have to say, really. I'm gonna probably just keep holding stuff. Yeah, I'm still trying to formulate sort of some type of strategy for playing options. But I think that to the extent I can, I'm still very much a believer that there is tremendous pressure on share prices to go up. There just always is. So again, calls are for the long term, puts are for the short term. You need to bank on some type of crazy lit to print. So yeah, what goes down must come up, always. So anyway, sorry, I'm just rambling, but yeah, I'm still feeling okay with basically most of my holdings. You know, I think it's very easy to start losing faith in what you've done, but I continue to believe that Walmart is going to crush it on earnings.
That was actually the call that I was thinking of buying into.
Well, Walmart didn't really move. It moved up 0.63%, so
Right.
good.
But over the course of the next couple of days, or this week, my bet would be that it's going to go up. Maybe like even 3-4% would give a nice rise to that option contract. So that is my hope that I can purchase that maybe tonight if I can sell one of these other calls, and then reposition into buying that Walmart call.
Right. The only thing about Walmart, though, I have to warn you, is that it's not a very volatile stock.
Right.
Which maybe is a good thing if you buy now and then it becomes volatile later.
Yes.
You know, it doesn't move around that much.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that the implied volatility goes up near earnings.
Yeah.
And that will give me a little bit of uplift, even if the share price stays pretty much flat. I don't see where the share price is going to go down steeply before earnings. I don't believe. Just because a lot of people will have that same belief like Amazon, that Amazon's revenue must have gone up so much. And people are thinking Walmart's revenue must have gone up so much. So I don't think there'll be a downtrend in the stock. But I do think there'll be like a positive outlook. Whether earnings are positive or not, we don't know. But I think leading up to earnings, there's potential for profit there.
Yeah. Same, man. How does this work, man? I don't get it. ConocoPhillips, it jumps 3% last night. And my option price, I'm sorry, I'm just confused. It didn't really seem to go up that much. Anyway, whatever. I don't know. I have a feeling that I bought these options so close to the expiry date that even though if I hit my strike price, it's still going to be below, you know what I mean? The price I paid. I think that's what's going to happen. Because there were 3 days, after I bought them, there were at least 2 days of red, deep red. So I think it needs to go up significantly in order to...
I mean, as soon as it's in the money, then it's worth it. But until then, depends on how close you are to the date. You only have until Friday, right?
No, actually, so what's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I have ConocoPhillips till June 5th, so I have a bit of time here.
Okay.
But get this, the share price jumps 3% last night, but the option price only went up 5%. What in the world?
How far out of the money are you right now?
$5. 5 out of 40.
Okay, and what's the implied volatility?
Yeah, I'm looking. Implied volatility is 60.6, which is in the 85th percentile rank.
Right.
This means that 85% of the time the IV was lower in the last year than the current level. Is that low? I don't know.
No, it means it's high, or relatively high. But that it could swing, I mean, you needed to swing 10%, right? Well, maybe 12%. And implied volatility says that that is entirely possible, that it can do that. So I would think that 3% in one direction would move it more than 5%. So I also don't understand.
Yeah, odd.
Yeah.
Yes, so anyway, what are your moves tonight?
I had one other move I did yesterday, which was stupid in hindsight. But I tried to buy a Delta Airlines call.
Okay.
And I basically was thinking, actually, I mistimed it because Delta Airlines was down 14%, and I didn't have any money to buy that call at that time. So I was selling stuff off. As soon as I sold things, I bought that call. But by then it was too late because it had dipped down 14% on Warren Buffett's kind of news that he was selling all his positions in airlines. And it bounced back up to negative 7%. And I bought right around that time, and then it just stayed there. So I lost a few dollars, but I ended up just selling it because I knew that it probably wouldn't move over the course of like today or tomorrow. And it was just a short-term one.
Post it's up 1.3%. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know if I was doing just stupid things, but I think I could have timed it much, much better, actually. But your question was moves for today is consolidate cash and buy Walmart call, or maybe I'll do some research and see if there's anything else that is more attractive. But right now, that's my guess.
If you buy a Walmart call, then our reactions are going to be identical every day until you sell the Walmart call.
That's probably true.
you know, we'd just be talking about the same stuff. Uber share price, let's see. Okay, up 0.51% post.
But Uber needs to move like at least 5% up for me to be able to sell this call that I have.
Okay.
It can entirely happen. Like as long as there's positive market sentiment, like Uber can go up 5% pretty easily. And yesterday kind of broke the kind of bear thesis, right? Because the market ended up positive across the board. And so there were a lot of people thinking, okay, we've had a couple red days. Now this could be the beginning of that slide all the way down. And yesterday was positive. So it's like now the market's just like hovering in this new normal, it seems like. And where is it going to go from here? There's probably going to be a big breakout, either up or down. We just don't know which way. And I would expect that to happen within the next week or so. Who knows?
Yeah. So let's see how it turns out. So basically, my moves tonight are I'm not going to do anything unless there is a drastic movement in one way or the other. And if there is, if it looks, if there's a nice sort of like spike, I'll buy. I think my idea is to buy a SPY put, another SPY put, but like much higher than 250. I guess just to be safe. I have one at 202. I have one at 250, and I'll try to buy one high around 270 or so.
Right.
If the market goes down a little bit, this is where I want to strengthen some of the positions that I have. Yeah, in the long run, again, it's only going to go up. And I think maybe Walmart, maybe a bit more of that. JD too. JD could be very interesting. So JD is the Chinese version of Walmart. Amazon. In that they actually own all their own warehouses, all their own logistics. That's what they do. Funny anecdote. Xiao messaged me the other day. I was really surprised to hear Xiao suggesting that COVID didn't start in China.
What?
I think that's what they. So I made, me being my normal vulgar self, I was like, I hope you guys clamp down on all those wildlife markets.
Yeah.
messed effed up the whole world.
Yeah.
And his response was something like, let's see what the science says. And I was like, what? Are you serious? But it is interesting. I mean, I was really like annoyed and incredulous when he said that. But it is interesting because technically it is possible that COVID may have like originated somewhere else, and it's just that like China was the first to it was the first place where it just like really went really badly, and so they clamped down first on it. That's a possibility. Seems to be what Shao believes. I bet that is the narrative that they're distributing around China right now.
Well, I think this may be because the narrative of Donald Trump is that Chinese manufactured it in the lab there. And they're blaming China in the way that they purposely engineered like bioweapons and they lost control of one of them. That's also kind of stupid. It's like
stupid. The whole thing's stupid. Whatever it is, it's so childish what's going on.
Yeah.
But the point is, I was like, yo, Shao, like, how do you think JD and Alibaba are gonna do during coronavirus?
Yeah.
And basically said, Ming, Alibaba is screwed during coronavirus because JD did very well, but he thinks Alibaba is going to have the worst quarter ever because Alibaba is a marketplace, consumer to consumer.
Right.
All the consumer stuff are locked down. They can't sell stuff anyway. I wish I had thought about that when I bought the Alibaba calls. But JD will be fine because it's this business selling all these essential items and stuff.
Right.
So I'm sitting on a very shaky Alibaba position right now that I may want to exit if I can break even on it.
Got it.
It's like Shopee in a way. It's like Carousel almost.
Right.
Alibaba.
Yeah, I mean that's a good point. Yeah, because it is consumer to consumer, or basically business, straight from business to consumer. It's a marketplace, not the provider. Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I hope it goes up enough for you to exit.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not too worried. I'm feeling okay actually right now, surprisingly.
Well,
it's a test
you should because you're 400% up from where I am. No, way more than that. Sorry, not 4,000.
4,000.
Yeah. So you should just be happy with your 4,000% gains from my position.
I'm smiling. That's the show for today. Not too much to talk about. I hope you enjoyed what you saw today. Please let us know in the comments if you have any feedback for what we should do. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and follow us. And thank you so much for watching today.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.